Hey there, this is Matt once again, coming at you with another review for another 80s horror film in my journey through 80s horror, and another clunker called Beyond Evil, more like Beyond Lame, or Beyond Awful. This is a film that stars John Saxon and Lynda George. The plot of the film: John Saxon and Lynda George, they move to this island. John Saxon's buddy is supposed to have a place for them, but he doesn't. Then ultimately he does, and it's this house. And I guess the guy got this mansion at a steal because it's supposedly haunted. And it is haunted by the ghost of this lady who is a sorceress. She takes over the wife, Lynda George, affects her. A couple people die in really lame ways. And this movie is just boring and silly and inept. It doesn't help that at the beginning it starts with people twirling fire, and then people are having a party, drinking. Lady sees the woman in the window, the ghost in the window, and then this stone falls on this lady's arm and looks like a rock from fucking the original Star Trek. It was supposed to be ghastly or horrific. It did not do it at all. So John Saxon, he's an architect. Like I say, him and his wife moved to this small island. They get this mansion. They're told the story. We get a flashback. This woman with powers, she's like a witch or a sorceress. She made a pact with the devil. With this other guy, she gets poisoned and hit on the head, but she comes back. The music is way, way, way over dramatic, because the music is literally going echo, 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 asada, asada, echo, 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 asada, asada, echo, 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 echo. While terrible slow-mo happens and she snaps the guy's neck. I'm like, really, movie? You have this terrible inept editing and slow motion of snapping this guy's neck while music of echo echo is happening. Oh, you hear that? That's an echo chamber saying this movie sucks, sucks, sucks. It's a piece of shit. It's fucking terrible. And, the music is way too overdramatic to the point it becomes almost a parody, the musical score. The effects are $1 cheapness. I mean, there's a point where John Saxon steps, he's going up these stairs and he steps on this bright green light. I guess the best way to call it, bright green light, and he slips and falls down. What did he do? Step on the fucking ooze from the Ninja Turtles? He falls down the stairs. Then he looks up. There's this little devil doll with a blade by the stairs. It falls, tries to hit John Saxon, but John Saxon rolls out of the way. And more Lynda George, John Saxon's wife in the film, she gets more affected by it. She sees flashbacks of the sorceress. At one point, she stabs her own hand without her doing. And then while being possessed, a few people get killed. One guy's car is falling apart. Great. Remind me of films like RoboCop 3 and Beverly Hills Cop 3, where a car just randomly falls apart. And then what's funny, the car jumps this little hill. Not even a hill, but this is before it falls down a cliff. So it just jumps up a little bit, and in the air it explodes. I don't know why in the air it explodes when it didn't hit anything. I guess the echo lady blew it up in midair. I don't know. But as soon as it jumps a little bit off the curb, it explodes, and then it falls down the cliff. Usually it falls down the cliff, then it explodes. But here it explodes before it falls off the cliff. So it explodes in the air before anything. I don't know what the deal is with that. Again, maybe it's the thing. blowing up the car, but you think blowing up the car would suffice, but yeah, go down the hill for, I guess, to make sure. There's a guy who works at John Saxon's place, and a bunch of lumber falls on the guy. John Saxon's buddy, the possessed Lynda Day George, kisses John Saxon's buddy and shines green light, really cheap looking green light. I mean, I've seen asylum films have better effects, sad to say. This green light and makes the guy go off the balcony and roll down the hill to his death. These are the death scenes, and they're lame as hell. And this movie is like a lot of talking, meaningless dialogue. Like before he died, John Saxon's buddy caring more about his project than John Saxon's wife. And, oh, I don't care what's going on with your wife. I care about this project. You're an architect, blah, 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 blah. At least the John Saxon talking with this healer. And the healer tells, oh, hey, this ghost is trying to possess your wife. Oh, one woman gets turned to dust by green laser eyes. Yes, green laser eyes. You just describe this, and it just fucking paints the picture of how terrible it is. So the healer decides to help John Saxon. They blow up this crypt that did absolutely fucking nothing, because the sorceress is still possessing, the witch is still possessing Lynda Day George. So the whole blowing up the crypt didn't do jack shit. And then at one point the faith healer gets thrown through like a door. And John Saxon gets the wedding ring and puts it on his wife. And somehow that makes the ghost die, disappear, whatever. I'm like, wait a minute, this doesn't make any sense either, because Lynda Day George had the wedding ring on for like most of the damn movie anyway. So it fell off, and then you put it on again, and then all of a sudden, is that why they blew up the crypt? Because now the put it on the wedding ring will work? It just, if you wanted to do that stupidity, you should have had the story be John Saxon and Lynda Day George. They used to be in love, and they're not so much anymore. There's talk of divorce, separation. Maybe this last thing will get them together. Probably it won't. But then John Saxon puts the wedding ring on as if to say, I love you. I want to fall in love with you again. And that turns Lynda Day George to fight the ghost off her. Something like that. But no, instead, putting the wedding ring on, the ghost comes out of Lynda Day George, and then the ghost becomes an old woman and turns to dust. And then John Saxon and Lynda Day George, they leave. And I'm like, so wait a minute, is the faith healer dead? Because the faith healer didn't leave with them. They didn't check to see if the faith healer guy is alive, like the healer. So I'm like, is he dead? All that happened to him is he got pushed through a door. Why would that kill him? I mean, if you don't want to have a death, have an actual grandiose death, but getting pushed through a door is not a death that I can't think of many movies where a person just got pushed through a door and died. At least without having an up-close shot of something got impaled in their neck or in their eye, their stomach. No, nothing. Just goes through the door or a piece of wall. It was a door or a piece of wall. That's it. So it's like, wait a minute, the healer died? I guess so. Thank you, movie, for not explaining that. So yeah, Beyond Evil, John Saxon is not bad. He's just given nothing to do. This one brief moment they use is his Enter the Dragon knowledge, where he punches an orderly in the stomach. But other than that, like John Saxon, he can't do anything with this awful script, lackluster direction, and piss poor special effects. adds a lot of dragging and no momentum, then sluggish pacing, a handful of death scenes, none of them worth of note. That's like, oh yeah, that's a cool one. No. Silly effects, lame story. Lynda Day George, again, with the terrible script she has, I guess she's doing the best she can, I guess. Other than that, I mean, like I said, over dramatic music, sluggish pacing, lame, cheap jack special effects, and a very lackluster script. Yeah, Beyond Evil, there's a reason why this film is never talked about, because there's nothing to talk about it. So yeah, Beyond Evil, Beyond Bullshit would be a better movie. Beyond Asphalt, because yeah, I'd rather watch asphalt being made by 5 construction workers and 4 of them are watching the one guy. That'd be more enticing than watching this fucking movie again. So, thanks for watching. See you guys later. Bye.